And welcome once again to another fantastic Minecraft episode. My name is Dr. Wasabi. The day has come, folks. So the addition to the Vibrant Visuals update has come to Minecraft Marketplace. So in today's videos, we're going to do a bit of a contrast and comparison. This will be a contrast and comparison between Vibrant Visuals default and the new Prizma visuals, which I think is the most stunning out of the new Vibrant Visuals resource packs. But before we do anything, folks, I just want to say if you do like what I do, then please like the video and subscribe. Okay, so we are in my FNAF movie map to test this out. So on the face, Vibrant Visuals is a instant aesthetic upgrade, obviously allowing God rays and ray tracing and what have you. I've often found Minecraft has really two aesthetics. That is the sort of creepy, almost liminal fog aesthetic of the earlier versions, and of course the more vibrant visuals, adding a bit more realism and shade to the Minecraft worlds themselves. Now, in particular, my favorite versions of Vibrant Visuals is when it's almost sort of a sunset over here. You really get a good glare, especially with the clouds. It's really nice. I do say the clouds have had the best upgrade of them all because they have that wonderful sort of perimeter, and the shading for the size is really nice in my opinion. And of course you have the glow from the far away. You'll see the trees themselves have a sort of orangey glow for the sunset. A really nice addition in my opinion. Now another thing I will give Vibrant Visuals default credit for is the amazing nighttime shading that it does do. Nothing too dark as to obscure your view, but one thing it does really good is the moon. Honestly, the sort of a glow of light around the moon does explain why everything is so bright. You know, if there's not a cloud in the sky and the moon's out, you will have a noticeable increase in sort of light and visibility, and of course Vibrant Visuals default takes that into effect. So one thing this effect does really well in Vibrant Visuals is the sort of ray tracing in buildings themselves. So if we see over here, the skylight is very visible in the FNAF movie map as it is displayed in the movie itself, but what it really does is have this really subtle but noticeable moon ray going over here. So obviously you can see my shadow underneath the moonlight, and it's just stuff like that which really gives the more balanced, I would say almost pastel lighting of Vibrant Visuals compared to the Prizma visuals, which we will be going into in a second. But I would say that Vibrant Visuals is a good sort of a palette cleanser resource pack for shading itself. Obviously there are different things, but the problem with a lot of new Vibrant Visual resources, which is why I'm only doing Prizma, is that it sort of verges into texture packs rather than ray tracing resource packs. So I do try to be very careful in my selection for stuff like this. But again, this is the default Vibrant Visuals, so let's see what it is on Prizma. Okay, so we are here with vibrant visuals, and already there is a stark difference with that for vibrant visuals for the default, especially in the texture department. A lot more sort of sharpening of textures, I think. You know, when you look at the bricks, the walls, you know, a lot of the road is made out of grey wool, so it's less glossy than vibrant visuals, I would say. So given the branding is sort of a pinkish purple magenta, there is sort of that hue alongside the sunlight. There is a bit of a pinkish hue. Nothing too overpowering, mind you, but there's something to bear in mind. Now, obviously, there is a stark increase in the texture quality. Obviously, this is grey wool, and in basic vibrant visuals, it's a lot more smoothed over. You know, it focuses on the block surfaces itself rather than the block textures. But with Prizma, this actually flips it on its head, where it actually focuses on the texture, and it almost looks like there's depth for the pixels themselves. I'm not sure if it's sort of a some kind of wizard's trick, but that's what it looks like to me. And one thing to note, because this is a resource pack, the animations for my running have changed as well. I mean, look at this. This is oh, I just love this, honestly. Now, compared to vibrant visuals, Prizma does have a bigger file size, obviously for the more stark sharpening and the textures and whatnot, but I think it is thoroughly worth it for each one. Despite the size, there is a big increase in quality when it comes to the texturing, which obviously vibrant visuals lacks. One thing I have noticed is that the shadows for Prizma visuals are a lot more organic and less sort of straightened out in vibrant visuals. I guess it is that sort of more organic texturing and sharpening going to work rather than the more crisp edges for default vibrant visuals. Honestly, for buildings and sort of surfaces, I would prefer vibrant visuals, but if you're looking for a more textured and fleshed out texture pack and obviously vibrant visuals resource pack, I would recommend Prizma. Both of these have obviously their shortcomings and their benefits. Again, this is rather much to taste rather than anything else, so please bear that in mind. But regardless, folks, I'm just so happy this has come to Minecraft, least of all to console. I mean, look at this. This looks beautiful. One more thing. I've actually realized this, but unlike vibrant visuals, you actually can't see the sun at all. This may be more of a realistic thing. I know when you stare at the sun, don't do that. I do not recommend staring at the sun. But when you do, you more see a sort of a blinding ray of light rather than the sun itself. And obviously, Prizma actually does that better than vibrant visuals, in my opinion. Whereas vibrant visuals, you can actually see the sun and not bake your eyes out, so I suppose that is a win. Now, of course, it wouldn't be a comparison without comparing the sunsets and sort of contrast seasons to each, obviously, resource pack. Now, one thing I didn't realize is that Prizma has the sun at an angle rather than the sort of a default stretch across the sky that vibrant visuals does. Honestly, this is so beautiful. I do like the sunset for vibrant visuals, but there's something about Prizma which really puts it into perspective. The sort of pink hue goes really well with the contrasting sky and the sort of orb of light that goes down into the sky. Okay, I do have to say this, in terms of the lighting, Prizma does exceed better than vibrant visuals. I mean, just look at that moon alongside the sunset, my god. And so, there we have it, a comparison of both the vibrant visuals and of course the Prizma visuals on my very own FNAF movie map. I do hope you liked this video. Honestly, say in the comments which is your favourite resource pack for vibrant visuals. My name has been Dr. Wasabi. I bid you a most pleasant good morning, good evening, or good night, and of course, as always, God bless.